Hey, everybody. Warm greetings from the High 10. It's Everyday Shenanigans. Thank you. Thank you for waiting. Thank you so much. Hello, Mary Blue, Anonymous, and Mr. Wesley Martin. Thank you. This is going to be a winded live because I've got so many updates to bring you. And I'm first going to just update you to the stories that I've discussed before. So please bear with me. Thank you all so much for joining me. I decided to sit outside. It's a little cool now. It was warmer. I waited too late to come out to go live, but I wanted to get some fresh air. Queen needed some vitamin D. It's a little cool now, but anyway. How are you all doing out there? Thanks for joining me. Hi, loving mother. Hi, LaKendra. MH, how are you? Hi, everybody. Thank you. Hello, victim. Hello, exquisite. Thank you so much. I've got 33 viewing. I've got so much to tell you guys. Oh, my goodness. Just updates. So I'm going to try to be brief. There's a lot of crazy madness going on in the world right now, and I thank you all who send me the updates. I thank you. I appreciate that so much. Get the news out to you. Thank you, Taurus81. Thank you. It's cool out here. I was trying to look cute. And then I stepped out here on the balcony. I said, wait a minute, I need a jacket on. It's got a little cool. I think we're getting that storm that came from the south, and it's made its way up to East Tennessee now. And it's a bit brisk out. I've got 38 in the room. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining me. Vanessa Bryant, I brought you a video pertaining to her accusation that the parties from the sheriff officers released photos of her husband, child, and the other participants that were on that said helicopter that fateful day. And she wanted their names released. So here we go. Fade Away World is the source. Vanessa Bryant reveals on Instagram the names of 4 deputies that share pictures of Kobe Bryant's remains. Okay. Vanessa Bryant, the widow of the Los Angeles Lakers superstar Kobe Bryant, took to Instagram to reveal the names of the 4 deputies that took pictures of Kobe with entertaining purposes and dared to share them with the world. Vanessa filed a lawsuit for the violation of the privacy of the victims and their families, and she shared some parts of the lawsuit against the Los Angeles County Sheriff's and Fire Departments. Make sure I can hear you. Okay. I'm trying to skim over this. I'm trying to see if she releases their names. Here it says County of Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, Los Angeles County Fire Department, Joey Cruz, Rafael Mela, Michael Russell, and Raul Versales. And those are the 4 men who allegedly released those said photos. Mercy me. This is bad. It says, according to the case, she shared her initial concern for the privacy of the crash site almost immediately with Sheriff Alex Villanueva. Despite assurances provided by Villanueva at the time, a subsequent investigation by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department showed that one deputy took between 25 to 100 photos of his personal cell phone, including some focused solely on the victim's remains. Yeah, that's bad. Many of those photos, the suit alleges, were quickly shared through text message and the airdrop feature on iPhones to other deputies within the LA County Sheriff's Department who had no connection to the investigation. Bryant highlighted the names, the officers, Joey Cruz, Rafael Mejia, Michael Russell, and Raul Versales. The red markings on her initial post earlier this month. She won a case against the LA County Sheriff's Department to have the names of the 4 deputies released. That is the said information with Vanessa Bryant. I'm going to go out, bring you the next update. Thanks for listening. I've got 67 in the room. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me turn this phone down. I just realized I have... Hold on one second. Oh, goodness. Come on, don't do this. Okay. This didn't want to have extra noise. Sorry about that. Okay. Now my next update. I've got so many. I'm so sorry. The trial of George Floyd. The Washington Post is the source. Okay, Derek Chauvin trial. Judge dismisses two seated jurors who heard about George Floyd family settlement. The Washington Post is the source. The judge overseeing the first criminal trial related to George Floyd's death on Wednesday dismissed two jurors already seated in the case after they told the court they had seen headlines about the city's $27 million civil settlement with Floyd's family and weren't sure they could be impartial on the case of Derek Chauvin, one of the former Minneapolis police officers charged in his killing. Hennepin County District Court Judge Peter A. Cahill recalled 7 of the 9 jurors that had already been seated and questioned them via Zoom on Wednesday as he weighs requests from Chauvin's attorney to delay the case and reconsider a change of venue motion because of publicity related to the settlement. Cahill said he expected to issue a ruling on Friday. The 7 jurors recalled were seated last week before the Minneapolis City Council voted unanimously to settle a wrongful death lawsuit filed by Floyd's family. Of the 7 jurors questioned, 5 told Cahill they had seen the news of the settlement but could remain impartial. But 2 jurors, number 20 and number 36, said they felt knowledge of the settlement had negatively affected their ability to guarantee Chauvin a presumption of innocence before hearing evidence in the case. And that's the set information. If you want to verify that, you can log on to the Washington Post because I'm trying to be brief here. Okay, my next is a baby girl that went missing in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to bring you brief information about that. She has been safely found, and a suspect has been arrested, but I'm going to give you brief information on that. Thanks for joining me. Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you all for joining me. I don't know why all these commercials are in here. Oh, Lordy. Hold on one second. Yeah. I'm going to go back out. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on one second. I've got so many to bring you. Goodness grief. Sorry about that. This is by Atlanta News, Atlanta Journal-Constitution. DeKalb 1-year-old girl found safe. Teen suspect arrested. This was an African-American girl child that went missing here not too long ago. And she has been safely found. Atlanta's weary of bad news can breathe a sigh of relief. A 1-year-old girl abducted when her mother's car was stolen in DeKalb County was found safe Thursday afternoon, more than 12 hours after she was kidnapped. Royalty Grisby was located when a passerby heard a baby crying on the porch of a home on Stoneley Hill Road in Lithonia. DeKalb Police Chief Myrtha Ramos said Thursday afternoon during a news conference at police headquarters. The passerby checked on the baby and after realizing that she matched Grisby's description, immediately called 911. Ramos said the baby girl was reunited with her mother, Elizabeth Grisby, at the location where she was found before taken to the hospital as a precaution. The child appeared to be healthy, according to Ramos. Malachi Richardson, hold on one second, jumped off there. The teenager suspect in the case was located off Bolton Road. I don't know why it keeps jumping off. In Atlanta earlier in the afternoon and taken into custody, police announced. At that point, Royalty was still missing. So police believe. Wait a minute. Taken into custody, police announced. At that point, Royalty was still missing. So police believe she was left on the porch by someone other than Richardson. So now that even thickens the plot even more. This is crazy. It says, thank you all who shared, Ramos said in a news release. 1-year-old Royalty Grisby has been located safe and returned to her mother. So for those of you who had heard that story, the child has been found safe. The child has been found safe. Okay. Excuse me. Sinuses out here. It's bad weather. Elizabeth Grisby was delivering food in the 1200 block of Harvestdale Circle early Thursday morning when her Nissan SUV Its engine, left running, was stolen with her daughter still inside, according to police. Ramos said she believes Richardson called in food order as a setup and intended to rob the delivery driver. Okay, so then an Amber Alert was issued for the child shortly before 7 a.m., 5 hours after Grisby reported the kidnapping. Okay, this is interesting. Georgia's Amber Alert system was issued. Now it's jumped off. I can't get the story out, I tell you. Anyway, the child's found safe. I'm going to go on to the next story because I got so many. So I brought you Miss Vanessa Bryant. Got the names released pertaining to those who released the photos from the sheriff's office. Baby girl in Atlanta went missing. She's found safe. 2 members dismissed for the jury for Derek Chauvin. And then my next one is about Mr. Tiger Woods. Thank you. I picked the worst time to sit outside. Oh my gosh. This is by GMA. Tiger Woods shares health update following car crash. I am back home and continuing my recovery. Golf legend Tiger Woods shared a positive update on his recovery progress after sustaining serious injuries in a rollover crash last month. He suffered significant orthopedic injuries from the wreck. Took to his Twitter Tuesday night to alert his followers that he is home from the hospital. Happy to report that I'm back and home continuing my recovery, he said in a statement. I'm so grateful for the outpouring of support and encouragement that I have received over the past few weeks. And that is the said information. You can verify if you like. GMA is a source, so he's doing well. And he wanted to let all of you know that he is grateful for your support and well wishes. The next business is crazy. I'm going to go ahead and do the stimulus, and then I'm going to go into the storyline. Third stimulus check update. IRS sent about 90 million $1,400 payments totaling $242 billion. Expect more batches of stimulus payments in the coming weeks. Get my payment tracker online. This is by ABC 7 if you need verification. So 90 million stimulus payments totaling more than $242 billion have been released to the public by the Treasury Department and Internal Revenue Service. That likely covers more than half of the households eligible for this third round of payments, which were included in the $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill signed into law by President Joe Biden less than a week ago. A majority of his first batch of payments was sent via direct deposit, and all of those recipients will have access to the funds Wednesday. The government also mailed roughly 150 paper checks in the mail, 150,000, excuse me. More batches will go out in the coming weeks through direct deposit, paper checks, and prepaid debit cards. No action is required for most people to receive the money. Social Security recipients and those who receive Veteran Affairs benefits should also get the money automatically, even if they don't file taxes. People can check the status of their payments using the IRS Get My Payment tool online. Okay, I'm just trying to skim through this. So basically saying it's $1,400 per dependent. A couple with 2 children could receive up to $5,600. Unlike prior rounds, families will now receive the additional money for adult dependents over the age of 17. The full amount goes to individuals earning less than $75,000 of adjusted gross income, heads of households like single parents earning less than $112,500, and married couples earning less than $150,000. But then the payments gradually phase out as income goes up. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure I get all this out to you guys. Okay, the new income thresholds will be based on a taxpayer's most recent return. If they've already filed a 2020 return by the time the payment is sent and it has been processed, the IRS will base eligibility on their 2020 adjusted gross income. If not, it will be based on the 2019 return or the information submitted through an online portal set up last year for people who don't usually file tax returns. If your 2019 income was less than your pay in 2020, you will not owe back any money. But if your income fell in 2020, filing your tax return now before the payment goes out may mean you'll get a bigger check. Okay. Then they're talking about people who possibly have missed out for a variety of reasons. They're saying most people got them. An estimated 8 million eligible people didn't get the first round of payments that were delivered last year. Many of these were low income and are not normally required to file a tax return. Last year, the IRS set up an online portal where they could register for the money. At this time, the IRS does not have plans to reopen the portal. Instead, officials are encouraging people to file 2020 tax returns. Low-income people can use the agency's free file option. So, this is by ABC7. So, if you didn't file taxes last year before, you can go through the free file, or you can also pay your local tax agent a tax return so you can get the recovery rebate, which will be all the money that you did not receive from your stimulus. That is said information there. Thank you all for joining me and bearing with me. Okay. Here are the two top stories I'm bringing you today. There was a child shot in the head by a Houston cop. And then there's also a man, separate incident, found dismembered in a Houston hotel. Crazy, crazy, crazy. CNN is the source for this first article. Houston police shoot a 1-year-old child in the head while pursuing a robbery suspect. A 1-year-old boy is fighting for his life and struggling to breathe on his own after being shot in the head by Houston police. The baby's mother and attorneys representing her said Tuesday the shooting took place March 3rd when Daisha Smiles was pumping gas and she saw police cars and heard sirens. She said in a news conference Tuesday her son, Legend, was in the back seat of the vehicle. Smiles said a man then got into her vehicle and told her to give him the car. I wouldn't give him my car because I let him know that I have a child in my car and that I would not leave my car without my son, Smiles said through tears. Smiles said she was sitting in the car when the man jumped in and police were right behind him. Before I knew what happened, they were already shooting at my car and I was just scared for my son's life, Smiles said. Houston police had a different telling of events according to a March 4th statement by Mr. Troy Finner, police chief. Smiles was not in the car when shooting took place, Finner said. The 30-year-old man in question was a suspect in 2 aggravated robberies who was already being chased by police when he jumped out of a car. He crashed during the chase. The suspect, who was armed with a gun, then entered Smiles' car. The man refused to drop the weapon. Officers fired several shots at him, and he died at the scene. The baby boy was also shot. Fearing for the mother's safety, one of our officers discharged his duty weapon, fatally striking the suspect, Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo said in a statement. It's crazy. Sadly, baby Legend was also struck. Officers at the scene immediately rendered first aid to Legend. Finner said he was not sure whether officers at the scene knew the baby was in the car. The officer who fired the shot hit the baby is a 15-year veteran of HPD and is deeply concerned about the baby and his mother. He has been placed on administrative duty while the investigation continues, Finner said. Acevedo said in his statement, he and Finner went to the hospital to check on Legend and his mother. We are hoping and praying for the full and speedy recovery of little 1-year-old Legend Smiles, Acevedo said. Smiles' attorney, Ben Crump, said Legend has been on a ventilator for 10 days. Smiles said the bullet was removed from her son's head along with the right side of his skull, but he still has bullet fragments in his head. Legend has also had more than 10 seizures, Crump said. Why would they shoot knowing she was in the car, not knowing who else was in the car? There could have been children. There could have been others in the car, but they shot, Crump said. Regrettably and tragically, little Legend will live the rest of his life with the consequences of their decision to shoot into his mama's car, even though they knew she was in there. Attorney Antonio Romanucci, who was also representing Smiles, said, the objectiveness is that there are innocent people in the line of fire, and we know that you do not shoot unless you know what your target is. CNN has reached out to Houston's mayor's office for comment. My baby didn't deserve this. My baby didn't deserve to be shot, especially not by the police, Smiles said. I just want my baby to be safe. I just want my baby to be healthy. And that is by, this is crazy, CNN. This is a picture of the little baby boy who was shot by the police. Now they're trying to change it up like what? What are you trying to say? She knew him what? It's crazy to me. The baby mother and child before the incident. Cute little baby. We're going to send prayers to him, that he survives and makes it out and can be fully functioning. And prayers to his mother. And I see Mr. Crump is on board, so she's got a good attorney. My second story is by NBC. This is about a man also in Houston. Houston's been very busy lately. This is a crazy whack story. There are several articles running about this story. I don't know what the hell happened in this hotel room, but I saw this the other day and I thought, I didn't know if I wanted to bring you this story or not, but this is crazy to me. This is crazy. NBC5 is the source. Man found dismembered in Houston hotel room. Police in Houston are investigating the death of a man whose body was found dismembered in a hotel room. KPRC TV reports the victim and another man checked into a Palace Inn on the southwest side of the city Sunday night. At some point between 9 p.m. and midnight, a woman stood lookout while a fourth person entered the room with duffel bags, police said. So, the victim and another man checked into the hotel, and at some point between 9 and 12 midnight, a woman stood lookout while a fourth person entered the room with duffel bags. A manager found the man's body the next morning. Police said the man's feet, arms, and legs were cut off inside of the room. Now, that was a brief story by 5 News. I'm going to bring you another extension of that story. Dear God, help me. This is by the Houston Chronicle. HPD seeking suspects in death of man found dismembered in Southwest Houston hotel. Okay, now it's not wanting me to go in. Hold on. This is gone. Multiple suspects remain at large in connection with a man's gruesome slaying in a Southwest Houston hotel room, Houston police said Tuesday. The man whose identity has not been, oh Lord, it's like it don't want me to open it up. Goodness, come on now. Whose identity has not been released appeared to have been stabbed and possibly shot. In addition to being dismembered and partially decapitated, police said his body was found noon Monday by staff at the Palace Inn Blue, 8200 block of State Highway 59. Police, oh my goodness. What they want? I don't know why this doesn't want to upload for some reason. Police believe the slaying occurred sometime between 9 Sunday and midnight. Through witnesses and surveillance footage, Houston police homicide detectives learned that the victim arrived at the hotel with a man and a woman. The unidentified man described. Why does this keep jumping off here? I don't know why this article doesn't want to play for some reason. This is weird. Okay. It says the victim and the other man were inside the hotel room when 3 additional. I don't know why. This is weird. This article don't want to open up. This is strange to me. I guess the Houston Chronicle wants me to sign up for the article. This is crazy. Hold on a second. Thank you for your patience. I don't know. The story is so horrible. Probably means I don't need to be reading it. That's what the problem is. So we're talking about 4 people. The victim, a man, a lookout, and the person that brought the bags in. I'm just skimming over this because somehow this article does not want to upload. Okay, through witness surveillance and footage, the police are seeking suspects. The unidentified man described as police personal interest checked them into the room, according to the police homicide. I'm just trying to skim over this before it jumps off. I can't bring it up. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, they're seeking some suspects. I don't know what happened. I don't know where the woman came in, because basically they're saying 2 checked in. But then a third party popped up, which is a woman. She stood lookout while a 4th person came in with duffel bags. What was going on in this hotel room? I do not know. This is very strange to me. I'm going to try to find another article about this because this is a very disturbing case to me out of Houston. Hold on one second. Thanks for your patience. How are you all doing out there? Did they swipe his organs? My God. Oh, don't start that. Organs, come on now. And I can either, what you said with the gloves, you said? And I can either without gloves. What are y'all talking about? I think I don't want to know. I'm going to try this News 5, see if their story's better, because that one will not come up for some reason. Now, that's the one I just brought you. This is odd to me. Okay, let's see. We can try to bring you another one. Okay, here we go. This is by 10 News. Man found decapitated, partially dismembered in Houston hotel room. Police are in the early stages of investigation after a man was found dead in a hotel room in Southwest Houston. Investigators responded to the Palace Inn around 12:30 p.m. Monday after the property manager alerted the property owner, Rod Das, to a body in one of the hotel's rooms. Police described the victim as a heavy-set Hispanic male in his 30s. He had been decapitated and was also missing some limbs. Around 11:30 a.m. at checkout time, no one was answering the door, so we went into the room and found a body. At that point, we called 911. Das says a man checked into the room with the victim Sunday afternoon. Interesting. Said a man checked into the room with the victim. He says guests did not report loud noises and none of the hotel's 24 cameras caught suspicious activity. No one busted down the door. There wasn't any other activity. Anybody that entered the room entered with a key and they let them in, he said. Police say a preliminary investigation shows there have been some sort of altercation involving multiple people later Sunday that led to the man's killing. Investigators believe the murder happened between 9 p.m. and midnight when 3 people, 2 men and a woman, arrived. It looks like they were 2 Hispanic males that were with the victim at the time, said homicide detective Alexander Vanessa with Houston police. They were inside the room and there was a lookout in that room. Vanessa said there's currently looking for the man who checked into the room and the 3 people who arrived later. The suspects were seen driving both a black SUV and a blue Hyundai sedan with temporary license plates. The investigation is in its early stages. Anyone with information or anyone who may have been staying at the hotel is asked to contact the police. This is by 10 News. Honey, that's a doozy. It was some altercation at SM at a gas station. They were in pursuit of chasing a robbery suspect, I think, and he jumped into this lady's car where she and her child were, and they shot at the car. But there's somewhere in that article where they're trying to act like there's another version. I don't understand that, but I'm gonna recap on that. Strange to me. Don't start acting like what she knew the guy. What, you know what I'm saying? What other version can you give? I don't understand. Because if you were chasing him and you actually had an eye on him while you were following him, then you would have known he didn't know that person in that car, because they said he jumped out of a car, if I'm not mistaken. So how did he have known her? Oh, yes, they do have a lot of information, Gene. Can you imagine being next door and not knowing what's going on? Talk about, yes, that's very horrible. Goose, you're right, because that is creepy. Because you see, they said the door wasn't kicked in. You either went in by a key or someone let you in the room. No disturbances, no noises, no 911 calls, no banging, fussing, cussing. Obviously, now we got a dead man, cut up, arms off. If I'm not mistaken, his arms were cut off, his legs were cut off, and the head was decapitated. So that sounds like some cartel type stuff. And not to be racist of anybody that's Hispanic descent, but you get my drift. Oh, Lord. Y'all just can't stick to the story. Lord have mercy. Thank you, moderators. Thank you so much. They may set the guy up and had plans to do this. Maybe they drugged him and then did that. I don't know, baby. But it's just so horrible. I mean, I don't know what he did because, you know, it's how a lot of times we do try to be empathetic with people when they're hurt. But then there's also people that do a lot of crazy things out here to other people. But, you know, still a life nonetheless. They didn't have to do them like that. And the fact they had a woman lookout, that's even more crazy to me. To have a female lookout. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, what was really going on in this room? Close to where the boys are from. Oh, God. Lord. How could that be silence? Not even the killing, but the dismembering had to have had a handsaw. Yes. Well, I guess you're not going to hear a handsaw, let's say, going into bone, flesh and bone. Now, maybe if it was electric, yes, that should make some noise. Jesus. Vendetta, something. Hey, Queen Talks, how you doing? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, they didn't have to do all that. Why do they think they're not going to get caught? Well, I don't know. I'm just praying they have surveillance around this hotel because, you know, you got to think about how the hotel is set up. Is it, do they have cameras on entrances? Because, you know, if it's the type where you walk up to the room from the parking lot, there may not necessarily be no surveillance. It may just be in the lobby area where you go like to sign in. Naturally, he'll have cameras in there, maybe outside the doorway to the entrance, you know, where you check in. But does he have cameras in the breezeways, like where you check, where you're going to your room, where you're going to get ice, where you do your laundry, those type of things? Yes, it's definitely cartels. I'm Hispanic. I know one of my family members got dismembered because he owed money to them. Wow, it's time for Scoot. Jeez, that's terrible. Where was that, Scoot? This is just so horrific to me. Oh, they have surveillance cameras. Well, that's what I hope they do. But I did read that they did. Because they're saying they have footage. So we just gotta pray that it's footage of the room. Because if not, mercy, mercy me. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you for bearing with me while I did the recap of all the stories. We're going to pray for Miss Vanessa Bryant. She gets justice for those sheriff officers who shared the photos of the helicopter crash, because that was wrong for them to be sharing those pictures with other officers. This is wrong. And thank God for the little baby girl who was found in Atlanta. I don't know what's up with that story. That's a real odd story too, because what I'm trying to figure out is, why is that child missing for over 9 hours? Did somebody put her on a porch of somebody's house where the people were gone for 9 hours? Do you see where I'm going? Nobody lived near this house to see a baby sitting on a porch. Stay woke. Just saying, very, very, very odd. Your stimulus checks are on the way. If you did not receive one check or the last 2 checks or this 3rd check, you can go on the government sites, e-file to file it free, and or if you want to go do it by H&R Block or some other entity, feel free. If you're not the type that's internet savvy, you don't want to do it on the internet, you want to do it at a legitimate place where you can, you know, make sure everything's done correctly. You can go to your local tax entity and file the rebate recovery if you did not receive any stimulus money of 2020. Okay, trying to make sure I remember everything. And Tiger Woods as well. So those are my recaps from my news stories. Why would nobody hear a man getting dismembered? Tanique, I don't know. Y'all got to think now. It's not, when you're using something electric, that's going to make noise. But if you're using just a regular saw or some type of cutting device, you're not going to hear that through the wall. They probably already did beat him or did something to him or suffocated him. And then he's silent. He was probably already dead when he got dismembered. I do not want to think he was getting cut up alive. Oh my goodness. I don't see how a business wouldn't have good cameras. It's vital nowadays. Heck, I have an 8-camera system for my home and property after dealing with a scary person because I know DVPO isn't enough. Okay, yes, Baby Legend. I love that name. When I saw that name, I fell in love. I was like, oh, I love his name. I'm late for class. Okay, Air Force. What class you going to, Air Force? He could have been drugged and killed that way and then used manual tools. It's very possible. Yeah, I think he was already deceased when they began to, dismember him. I hope so, because I don't even want to think that he was alive and they were doing that to him. Say what? Yours. I was like, what class? What you doing going to school? What school? What as old folks say, what schoolhouse you going to? Thank you. You're so funny. Oh my goodness. Suffocated or poisoned. No, he had to have been dead first. Well, notorious, I'm praying that he was. Like I said, it's a horrific situation regardless. But I don't want to think that man was alive and tortured. I just don't want to think that. Yes, you better have a camera and DVR system in this new era. You be a fool. Yeah, you need to have something in your house. Even if you live in an apartment, you need to have something in your home for, when you leave. You have maintenance people to come in. I pretty much am not worried about anything in this little hole I'm in, because I don't leave anything out for you to go rambling and going through nothing. I don't leave jewelry out. I don't leave no monies out. I don't leave nothing out for you to be rambling through. You go in here looking. You took something out of here, you went looking. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, wasn't that nice? That was so sweet of him. Look, couldn't have been silenced if he was alive. Yes, that's true. Yeah, you need a gun. Yes. Thank you all for joining me. They slit the throat first before dismembering. Okay, school, really? Who are you speaking of, school? Your family member or what? Oh my God, I can't. Y'all working me now with that. I can't do it. I just want to think about it. So when I look at the hotel room, so you can see the way it's set up, it's outside. So there's door to door. So the doors are close to the hotel rooms. But so it's not one that's inside. Oh man, this is crazy. Terry was awesome. Yes, I had a wonderful time. And I'm going to come back here in a little bit because I don't want to keep doing them really late. Because there's some of you who want to watch the live, but you go to bed at a decent hour early. And I understand that. Because really I don't need to be up late. Because I've got a little thyroid issue going on. So I need to be getting myself in at a decent hour. But I'm going to cut this live. And then in a little while later, before it gets too late, I'm going to come back on. And I want to have another hot topic. It's a basic topic. I think it's a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. And Night Owl wanted to discuss this topic. So we're going to bring you another topic pertaining to y'all children. Thank you, LaKendra. Thank you, honey. Oh, if y'all comments are killing me. You and Night Owl are night owls. Yeah, but I don't need to be up late, though. That's the thing. I need to get adequate sleep. It's time for school. It's very, very likely that he was simply drugged because they wouldn't want anybody to scream, and that guy would have screamed prior to what you're saying. Oh, my goodness. I think the body was already dismembered, and they checked in with the mannequins. Sugar Mama, really? Man. Jesus. Do y'all even think about some of the stuff y'all be saying in the chat? Why would they check in with a mannequin? So where did that body come from? They just said the victim checked in. The dismembered guy checked in with another guy. I think the body was already just, I can't listen to this. Oh my God. I'm repeating this. Oh, Lord Jesus. It's a little cool here in the high 10. It was warmer earlier. So I had all the windows open. It was so pretty. And then by the time I finally made it out here, I said, wait a minute, it's kind of cool. The creek is flowing really nice right now. The toxic creek. You dare not put your foot in there. Yes, they took chances doing that. Yes, enlightened ones. Like, what is it? SM, you can't stop laughing. About what? Lugged him leg by leg up the stairs. Y'all stop it. This is not funny. This man is dead and he's been cut up. Do y'all get that? He's been dismembered. His head is missing off his neck, legs and arms. Maybe you need to think about that for a second. Damn. Turn the camera around. What are you saying? Jesus. This guy checked in with somebody he thought he could trust. They were likely having some drinks, and it was spiked. It was very planned. Yeah, Goose, you know it was planned because where did the lady come from? I'm 41 minutes in. Where did the lady come from? I thought that was very strange. Two guys check in, and then we've got a lookout, which is a woman. So that means somebody, probably the cameras, saw a female standing outside the door. I'm going to Florida on Sunday, only in the high 79s there. Oh, yeah, that's great weather. I was going to say, you lucky to love by a creek. Well, but it's toxic, though. The creek is toxic. You're not supposed to touch it or anything. Don't put your hand in it. Don't. Yeah, the kids throw stuff down in there, balls and stuff. They go down there retrieving that stuff. You're not supposed to touch nothing in the creek. Period. Oh, in his mouth, possibly so. Possibly so. He checked in with a mannequin. Who said he checked in with a mannequin? I didn't hear that. Oh, thank you, G-Dog. It was lovely and warm in Scotland today. Okay. I thought you were here in America. From your username, I'm saying if he dismembered and mannequins checked in. What is with you all in the mannequins? Please. I don't get it. And agreed, it was planned, and a female was watching to make sure things didn't get interrupted. Amen. That's why I said I was going to say, geez, what's happening in the world? So much crime. Yes, it's horrible. Oh, you're okay, honey. You're okay, Nene. Most of it was me recapping the other news stories that I brought you. Hello, D Sunshine. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, D Sunshine, for all the kind words. Thank you so much. Yeah, the queen decided to sit out here on her balcony. Honey, it's cool out here. I thought I was going to tiptoe out here looking cute with my little shirt on. And I hit that door, and that weather said, go back in, Miss Lady, get your jacket. I can hardly see. Hold on. Got water in my eyes. Wait a minute. How you make plans to cut up a dang body laugh out loud? How does that even happen? Hey, Poshy Poo, how you doing? Well, somebody did. Somebody did, honey. So many deranged-minded people in this world to dismember someone and to transport his head is just transport his head. Air Force, please, you're killing me. There were no damn mannequins. A mannequin can't check into a hotel. These people think mannequins can talk, I guess. They know it wasn't no mannequin. Thank you, Notorious. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, this was all planned. Obviously, they all came together. It's more likely cartel. That's what I was thinking too. I think it was somebody, maybe he had a little money. I don't know. Him and the guy was setting up a meeting, And then the guy who met him brought somebody else or called somebody else. I don't know. It's just very strange. Okay, that's fine. Be true. Oh, it's just a little shirt. This is a blue jean jacket, but it's black. And it's quarter length sleeve. Thank you. Yeah, it's cool. I think we're getting the weather from Alabama. That storm weather they had down on in the bottom states. I think we're getting that because it's very cool right now. It was warm. It was nice today. And then the sun just jumped, went back in. And then as you see, it's cloudy and it's cool now. Changed my name because of all the YouTube fighting. Oh, okay, G-Dog. Okay, well, don't say what your name is then because I don't know who you are. You'll have to notify me some kind of way to tell me who you are. I don't know. Who asked Cartel's okay? Oh, Joe said I'm in bed. I was resting myself. I was trying to get some rest on. And I said, let me get up here and get these viewers these updates. This is a nice day though, despite this cool air coming in, cloudiness coming in, overcast, but it's nice nonetheless. I was scared to death today. For what overdose? How these people find each other, I don't know. It's like Scarface type of stuff. It's very likely the guy could have owed a drug debt and he was meeting him there to talk about it. And unfortunately, the guy couldn't pay the debt. So that's when it all went down. Yes, possibly so. Thank you so much, Therese. Thank you so much. High tornado by you yesterday, right? I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. I don't even look at the weather. I'm pitiful. Listen, I finally got up after I did that live. I went through the red box on my Roku, and I said, "Oh, let me see what Redbox got going on." And honey, I found an old scary movie that I watched years ago called Black Christmas. It was made in 1974. Honey, I said, "Honey, let me turn this movie off because I ain't trying to scare myself to death in the wee hours. Let me go scare my butt to bed." But I love that movie. It was filmed in Canada. I love scary movies. South Carolina had a tornado warning, and I watched outside for 2 hours. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, LaKendra. Why dismember a body to just leave it? Yeah, an enlightened one, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Usually when people dismember bodies, they take them and they dump them in different places. The garbage can, the ocean, the river, the woods. That's a very good point. Why would you dismember the body and then leave it? But that's probably sending a message. That's why it could be the cartel. I'm going to cut you up and leave you right here so they can see you. Wow, wow, wow. It's going to have to be a lot of money for me to want to cut you up. That's too much work. Oh, they just found a lady in the trunk of a car in Ohio. People got to stay away from it. Yes, Nene, I think I heard about something like that. I ain't slept all night because I was hooked on the radar laugh. What radar? Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Black Christmas. It's a very good movie. It's a vintage scary movie. And they did a remake, I think, in 2006, which was gory as all get out. If you got a weak stomach, I don't recommend the remake. The original is mild, but the original, is a mild version. But the remake, if you got a weak stomach and you scare easily, don't watch it. It won't be what you want. I'll tell it to you like that. Yes, notorious. Dismember to prove a point or send a message. Yes, that's what I believe. Like someone said, you usually cut up people and you take them and you throw them in the ocean. You throw them out because you don't want anyone to find them. Because usually when people cut up people, they're linked to them. So if I cut you up, I don't want the people to come looking for me because that's what they do. They work inside and they work their way out. So if we've talked on the phone, we've been dealing with each other, 9 times out of 10, they're going to come talk to me about your death. They cut him up, left him there. Ting! Something. I love scary movies too. I live really close to where The Hills Have Eyes was filmed. Oh, okay. I watched the live storm chasers all day yesterday. Okay. Radar means listening to police scanner. We talked about that before. Oh, I didn't know. Why are you listening to that? For what? What you trying to hear? I'm just curious. Maybe family member of someone they're sending message to. I don't know, G-Dog. Yeah, that's a statement killing. Yes, when they cut you up like that, yeah. That's just something that's been known with people who dealt with the cartel, people who drug traffic, sold drugs, whatever. You owe somebody, you stole something, you knew something, you're a witness, you're talking, they cut you up. Well, poshy poo, but they did. That's the point. They didn't care. Excuse me. And thanks, that was an old school live. I enjoyed it. Oh, yeah, that was nice last night. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Very, very, very good night. We had a wonderful night last night. It's getting cool out here. Goodness grief. Now I feel like I'm back in Chicago. Oh, my stars. I thank you all for joining me. I'm not going to keep you long because I'm going to come back on another live. And it's going to be about you grown folks and y'all grown cheering in your house. That's going to be the next live. Yes, it was fun. I agree. Some people all over bragging our big check is like 7,000 sad. Yes. Well, you should keep your business to yourself anyway. Excuse me. You shouldn't tell your business. Sugar Thoughts, I miss you. I have been working a lot. Oh, thank you, honey. Queen, I love your necklace. Where did you get it? Sorry to get off subject. That's okay. This is I'm trying to remember. I can't remember where I got it. I don't know. I got to think about it. I got to think about it because I can't remember. Yes, Leanne, a lot of laughs last night. Leanne, you was watching. You didn't comment. I didn't know you were in there. Yes, you did. That, Doc. That's Doc. What? Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Thanks. What is that? What you saying, Just Star? Oh, Karen, your 31-year-old live with you. Oh, you gonna be what we talking about in the next live then, honey. Me and Night Owl wanted to talk about this too. So we gonna look. We gonna be talking about you. Don't get your feelings hurt now. Just saying. Oh, look, Nene said, I'm not even telling the bank my money coming. Well, they gonna know anyway, Nene. Thank you, Goose. Thank you so much. It's really pretty. Looks great on you. You always have great jewelry. Yes, thank you. I love jewelry. I love costume jewelry. I mean, I like costume. I like reels. All the same. I love baubles, honey. I love some baubles. Thank you, Crystal, for being in here. Thank you. And Queen Talks. I don't know where Night Owl is. Okay, G-Dog. See you later. What he said, he's a trucker and never home. Karen Dossie. Oh, your son. I got you. Okay. I was watching y'all have fun and laughing so hard. Okay. Thank you, Queen. Talks Crime. Please check out our content, please. Well, wait a minute. Now, y'all sitting there talking about a tornado. That wind and then picked up. She getting a little loud now. Ooh. And I'm looking at the clouds moving in. The clouds back there is a little dark. Ooh, wait a minute. You hear that? Yes, gonna hurt a lot of feelings. I'll be sure to be here for the next live. When is the next live? Well, let me see what time it is, because I got to get out this cold for I catch pneumonia. It's 7:20. I'll probably do it in no later than the next hour or two. I'm going to jump off of here because I think storms are coming. Wait a minute. I heard that wind howling earlier before I came outside. I said, don't you come tear nothing down. I ain't trying to run up out of here. Good Lord, have mercy. Yikes. Thunder. It's wind. It's the wind. It's the wind howling. Like out of a movie. It's crazy. Okay, Lakendra, see you later. time to go inside, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go on inside because it's getting really cool out here. That's what's so weird about Tennessee weather. It just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. 1 minute it's cold, and the next minute it's like today, 67, 70, whatever, really nice. It was sunny out. And then the sun dropped. I came out here rushing late, and I thought, man, I got to put a jacket on. And right now, my nose is starting to run. The temperature has dropped since I came outside and started talking. I'm going to try to see what the temperature is. The high was supposed to be 72. 59 right now. Look like there's supposed to be light rain showers. You hear that wind? Woo! Oh my goodness. Ooh. Zakia says hot in Texas. I would go live when it's about to storm. The trees are blowing now. Oh yeah, it's getting ready to do some monkey business. Ooh. In the South, yes. Everyone with kids at home, get them out. You have 2 hours. That is so funny. It's been windy and cold in Chicago. Hey, Jackie, really? Yeah, I haven't heard from my baby brother. How far? What you said? How far in Tennessee? Are you from Nutbush? I'm a long way from Nutbush. I'm way up East Tennessee. I'm close to Virginia. I'm close to Kentucky state line. That's how far I am. I'm East Tennessee, baby. I'm right close to Virginia, Kentucky. Yeah. I'm 3 hours from Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville's in the middle. I'm east. And at the bottom sits Memphis, on the right on the border of Mississippi and Arkansas. But when are you thinking you'll do your next live later? Oh, Goose, I'm going to wait probably about 2 hours. No more than an hour and a half to 2 hours because I don't want to be up late doing any live. So I get freaked out when it gets too windy because the tree branches fly off and scares me to death. Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really starting to blow down now. Yes, Miss Dee Dee, the storms are coming. The storms are coming. Let's see, Wicked Witch flying. You look, I've been seeing witches fly when it wasn't no wind. Shut your mouth. Look, some warlocks too. Don't get me testifying up here. Right in this little box called YT. Witches and warlocks. Didn't even have to go outside and find them flying around. Oh, yes. I know where Murfreesboro is. Yes. Take the P out, baby. It's Free. Yo, daddy live there? Shut your mouth. See how small the world is? Thank you, Sugar Thoughts. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And thank you all for the support. I appreciate it. Washington State. So I was just trying to set an alarm. Okay, I understand. That's fine. Well, I'm going to get out of here so you all can go do a few little things and get y'all hot cocoa or whatever y'all do. I'm going to make a few phone calls and then I will be back on because I don't want to go late because I want to start trying to go a little early with the lives. But I thank you. You will be able to join the panel if you like. You want to give commentary. If you want to tell us about your wayward children, your grown children that you can't seem to get out your house, or you scared to put out your house, or you are grown up living with your mom and daddy and you want to testify before the court, we will surely listen at your commentary. Thank you for the mods that were on deck tonight. Thank you all for listening to the updates and these stories. Let's pray for all the people that I mentioned in this storyline, especially the baby out of Houston. That just hurts my heart, that baby shot like that. And pray for the baby girl who was found in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm so thankful she was found safe because, of all the stories I talk about and, in the world in general have been horrific stories of children going missing. We still have children missing out of the state of California. God bless those children. I don't know what's going on out there in Cal City, but someone sent me a picture early this morning, and I don't know what the hell's going on out there, but Obviously, the police were around Miss Wanda's house, so I don't know what's going on out there. If I hear of anything substantial with a receipt, I will bring you that said information. But thank you all for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for the warm wishes, kind words. Pray for our children because they need it. They need it. And I will bring you an update to the said information that I brought you tonight. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Thank you. Bye. See you in a little bit.